Amritam Gamaya. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vidyusavai. Om Santi Santi Santi. My humble frustrations at the lotus feet of Sri Guruji, Gurudev, all the Kriya Masters, all the sages and saints, all the gods and goddesses, and I bow to all of you. I especially pray to Sri Guruji to think through me, speak through me, and act through me. Jai Guru. We are in the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It's called Jnana Sannyasa Yoga. Where we were last time, Prasan Baba?
24 completed, Baba.
Which one?
24 completed.
Only 24. 25th also we have not completed. Okay. Okay. So if we look at the 5th chapter, so from the 7th to 12th verse, Lord was talking about Karma Yoga. And from 13 to 21st, Lord talked about the Jnana Yoga, which is the central theme of this particular chapter. So when he talked about the Jnana Yoga, which otherwise this chapter is named as Sannyas Yoga, it was talking about not the physical renunciation of actions or relationships or attachment, it is the inner renunciation of actions or relations of our contact or perceptions with this world. And how it comes about, this inner renunciation, by knowing who we really are. Because once we know who we really are, that real I cannot act, cannot react. It's just in its presence the whole creation exists. So once we identify ourselves, so this so-called I, personality we have, then we come out of the clutches of it. So that was from 13 to 21st. But in 22nd and 23rd verse and onwards now, Lord is talking about what is the benefits of Jnana Yoga and what are the practices one has to follow to gain Jnana Yoga. So in the 22nd verse, certain characteristics or certain qualities the seeker has to adopt. One was that enjoyment born out of sense objects are the source of misery. That's what he said on the verse 22nd. So one has to know that these sense organs, when they interact with the sense objects, is not going to give me, though it may appear to give me happiness, because when I purchased a vehicle, I purchased a house, get a good job, I do feel I'm happy. But we have seen through our numerous discussions that they are bone dry. They cannot give happiness to anybody, because happiness is not an inherent quality of the sense objects, all the relationships, all the events, whatever is happening in this Vyavaharika world. So that was in the 22nd verse. So said, they cannot give you. Then he says, Saknoti ye sodum praksharisa vimokshana kama krodha begam sayukta sukhi nara. On the 23rd verse, what Lord did, he told that you have to give your kama and krodha. Because once you were attachments, because once you know that they are not the source of joy or happiness, so why? Why then you get attached to? And if you do not get why, you should get upset about it. Just take it as a face value. So that was just an extension of, you can say, verse 22nd. So that is on verse 23. But if you look at the verse 24, it is a very significant. 24, 25th, and 26th verses are very significant. We must try to understand it. On the 24th verse, the Lord said, Yanta sukhantara rama sastana jyotirevaya sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhuto dhigachati. He whose happiness is within, whose rejoicing is within, whose light is within, that yogi established in Brahman attains mergence in Brahman. So, let me share that verse with you. Okay. So, here the Lord is, just a second. Deepak Baba, this one is helpful.
Tell me, Baba.
No, actually, I'm taking your medicine.
Yeah. Well. Baba, in between, I am just trying some other streaming also. If some disturbance occurs, I will sort it out if something happens. I'm just trying to do for the retreat. I'm just right now when you are talking, I'm just doing some other streaming also.
Okay. So, what we have, in the verse 24, he said, the seeker has to find an alternate source of happiness. If this world and these worldly objects, the sense objects, the relationships, events of this world cannot give me happiness, I seek happiness, so he has to find an alternate source of happiness. So what he's saying here, that he has found now. He said, Yonta Sukhaha, Yo Anta Sukhaha. That means he is happy within himself. So he's not now looking out to get happiness. He is finding within himself. Anta Sukhaha. Then Anta Sukha, Anta Raramaha. So where he's now enjoying, frolicking, he's jumping around, he's roaming around, going for pleasure where? Antara means inside. So inside is inside, not in the outside world, he's trying to find his sukha. Then antastha jyotirevachaha. And what is how he has got there? Because antastha jyoti revata, that jyoti is like the knowledge or his self. Now he has found, either if it is take as the jyoti as the knowledge. So now he has got this self knowledge which is blazing forth inside him. So now he has found that his source of happiness. So anta sukhaha, anta raramaha, anta jyoti revacha. So all are inside. So now, Sa Yogihi. So that person who has found this inner happiness, so he is a yogi. Yogi means yoga. That means he is united with his own self. Brahma Nirvanam. So through Brahma Nirvanam, so identification with the Brahman, that means giving up with this attachment with this outside world. So Nirvana means getting rid of. So he has now got rid of his this attachment to this material world. Then what he has got? Brahma Bhuta Adhigachati. Now, what he has attained, Adhigacchati means attains Brahma Bhuta. Brahma Bhuta means he has totally now completely identified with Brahman. That means he is a self-realized person. So for a self-realized person, where is the happiness? Where is the happiness then? Happiness is
inside him.
inside. Anta Sukha, Antararamaha, Anta Jyotiribha. So now that's why it's a very beautiful verse. Now let's go to the 25th verse. Labhante Brahma Nirvanam Rusaya Khina Karmasaha Chinna Dvedha Yatatmanaha Sarvabhuta Hite Rata. So here, Lord is talking about the stages one undergoes, a seeker undergoes while trying to get his jnana or his self-realization when he gets. What are the stages he goes through it? He said, Lavante, he attains Brahma Nirvanam. He gets a liberation. Brahma Nirvanam means his self-realization. When he is getting Nirvanam, Rusayaha. Rusaya means the seeker. What he has achieved, Khina Kalmasha. Khina Kalmasha means, his Kalmasha means impurities, like darkness. It is clouding his vision. So that impurities is now gone. Khina Kalmasha means it has gone now. What are those impurities one can talk about? Can you get? What is the impurities?
Rag, Dvesh.
Ragadvesha.
Raga, Dvesa, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. 6 type of is there. That is one. Second, another thing, what is there also? He has his
Vasanas.
Vasanas, correct. Beautiful. So Vasana is also there. So now because of the past experiences, he is bringing forth along with him into this life not only his karma phalaj, prarabdha, and also because he is getting his also vasanas. That also moves him out to this outside world. So that is now khina. Khina means it is now going at getting rid of it. Is slowly is getting rid of it. Khina kalmasa, all the impurities are going. Then chinna dvedha. Chinna dvedha. Chinna means annihilated. Dvedha means doubts. This is that mananam stage. So in the mananam stage, what happens? We saw that whatever doubts one has, because Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. In the case of Shravanam, we are trying to get the knowledge about what we really are. So Shravanam is, they call it consistent listening to gurus or scriptures for a length of time without interruption. So when you do that, that becomes fun. It's not like one day you read and then next day you forget. Again, after 1 month or 1 year, you come back and then read it. So it is not going to work. It should be continuous process. Continuous process. You have to listen to who? Because what you need, you have to find out what is the source. Source is your guru. Source is your scriptures. So you have to listen to your guru. You have to listen to your scriptures for a length of time, without interruption. When you do that, that is called Shravana. And then what you will have, then you will have doubts. Because we are always tuned to our interaction with this world, and we feel we are getting happiness from the sense objects, relationships, and events. So when somebody is saying it's not correct, because of our habitual tendencies, we are not going to accept it. A lot of doubts will come. Really, is it so? Is it so? Doesn't it make sense to me? So then you raise your doubts. So then you ask your guru, ask the acharyas, then you get resolved. So once you resolve it, then you prepare a roadmap inside your mind. Okay, this is how I am going to practice my whatever means I have adopted. So in our case, we have adopted Kriya Yoga. So then we start practicing it. Chinna Beda. So all his doubts are now also gone. Yathatmanaha. Yathatmana means yata atmana. Atmana here means mind here, not the atman. Because that means it is the totally control or disciplined mind. Atman cannot control it because it is always pure. So there is no impurities there in Atman itself. So in this particular word, Atman means the mind. Yathatmana means disciplined mind. What is the disciplined mind? Because mind, we have seen that it can be in the 3 stages. What are the 3 stages? Yeah? Any guess? Anybody? Tamas, Rajas, and Sattva. So tamas is lazy mind looking at negative things, so that is tamas. Then Rajas, which is active, wants to achieve something, focused. Then you have sattvic mind, which is contemplative mind, thinking of higher things, coming of the world, thinking of people. So what will happen? The moment it's not that you become either tamasic or rajasic or sattvic. Always it is a mixture. Always. Even for a sattvic person, tamasic mind is also there. Because if tamasic mind is not there, one cannot sleep. So that means at all times, everyone is a mixture of both tamas, rajas, and sattva mind. But it can be sattvic, more sattvic in nature. It can be more rajasic in nature and more tamasic in nature. That means it's a predominant one for each of us, which is predominant. You find somebody is lazy, he's not getting up, he's sleeping, he's going things very slow. There's no energy, there is lethargy. So one can say he is a tamasic person. A person who cannot sit, runs after things. You just tell him or to sit in a place, he or she cannot sit. They will do something. A Rajasic person. Rajasic qualities are predominant. And Sattvic person, he wants to sit, he wants to read, he wants to contemplate, he wants to meditate, he wants to discuss. So it's a Sattvic mind. So what is happening? Yathatmana. This mind now is controlled, is disciplined. So what he has done, if it is tamasic pradhan, it becomes rajasic pradhan. If it is rajasic pradhan, then he takes it to sattvic pradhan. Because without this sattvic mind, you cannot get rid of your raga, dvesa, kama, krodha, all the negative qualities. You cannot get rid of it. Tamasic is wholly dipped into it, so he cannot get rid of it. Rajasic person, he utilizes these qualities to gain things. He gets angry to get things. When his desire is that I have to get it. Somehow or other I have to get it. Rajasic person. So he is utilizing all these qualities to gain things. A tamasic person, he is utilizing it not to do anything. But what the sattvic person is doing, he is now above these qualities, pulls and pushes of these qualities, base qualities. So he is more now focused. So that's why he's called Yathatmanaha. So that's the Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. Sarvabhuta means for everybody, everyone, Hite Rataha. Hite means for the benefits of all not only human beings, even for environment, even for animals, he is always engaged in serving the all. Like like that Christian missionary lady, what is her name? Sorry, in Calcutta,
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. Just see. So what was that was prompting her? Her entire life he dedicated to help the poor. Who asked her? Nobody. But this is what happens when you are realized, because you see everyone, you look at it, you feel their suffering. So you run, you rush to help them. Like Mahatma Gandhi, he felt sad for people in South Africa, then he raised this, whatever practices he followed, ahimsa, and then he organized people to stand up to all the, whatever was happening, oppressions to the people. Similarly, he practiced same thing here for the independence movement, not with violence, but with non-violence. So once somebody asked Gandhi, what exactly you are? Are you like a fighter for independence? Or you are a messiah? Or you are a god? What do you feel you are? Or a mass leader? He said, I am a seeker of God. So in and through, if he's a seeker for God, and then he totally threw himself into this independent so-called war or movement. So what was in his mind? Because he was feeling the people suffering, I have to help. Similarly, Vivekananda, when he said, he like with a pathos, he used to say, if only you know who you really are, this suffering will go. So you can see how they are feeling for others. Sarvabhuta hite rataha. So all the self-realized persons always think of others. Loka sangraha, they are engaged in always. So here, so now if we look at it, so what has happened here? If we look at, he is a person with kina kalmasha. His impurities have reduced because now he is leading a more ethical life with a sattvic mind, kina kalmasha. Chinna dveda. So now all his doubts are gone. Yatatmanam. He has a disciplined mind, disciplined life. And sarvabhuta hite rataha. So he is now engaging himself for the benefits of others, to help others. When you do that, then we say lavante brahma nirvanam. Then what you will get is brahma nirvanam. That means the identification with the Brahman or self-realization. So these are the stages a seeker undergoes while he is on the path of self-realization. So first you have to control your sense organs, kshina karmas. So they are now under control. Then whatever doubt you have about your goal of life and also the means you are adopting, all those doubts has to be resolved. Then you can firmly, without any doubt, you can walk on the path. Then yatatmana, disciplined sense organs, disciplined mind, sama and dhamma. And then sarvabhuta hiterataha. So work for the benefit of all. When you do that, then you will be self-realized. Lavante Brahmane Param. Those are the people who will attain Brahman, self-realization. So this is the 25th verse. So in the 24th verse, what he said, if you remember, Anta Sukha, Antararamaha, Anta Jyotirevacha. So he realized it is inside. Now this is the practice which he has to follow to get to that source of happiness. So this is the 25th verse. Let's look at the 26th verse. Still another beautiful verse. The same one, but beautiful. Kama krodha viyuktanam yatinam yatachetasam abhito brahman irbanam vartate viditatmanam. Sages who are free from passion and anger, who have controlled their mind, who have realized the self, attain absorption in Brahman here and hereafter. So here again he is talking about same a person on the path of self-realization. So what are the characteristics and what are the things he has to develop the practices? So here he is saying he is Kama Krodha Vyuktanam. It's the same one we had already seen in the 25th verse. We had said Khina Kalmasha. There also the same thing was there. So he has got rid of all his impurities there. So here again he is saying Kama Krodha Vyuktana. The same thing is repeating here. Kama Krodha Vyuktana. He is emphasizing Kama Krodha Vyuktana. So he is now got rid of all his desires and angers. So now, so that means how he will work then? You go to an office, you have a what do you call target is there. Yes or no? And you are saying one should not have desire. If you don't have a desire, how will you progress in life? So you will just sit in office, don't do anything. Whatever file comes, you just sign it. That is it that? If you are a student, then you don't work for, to get first in the class or, first division. You said whatever happens is okay. Kama, krodha, vyuktana. So how you get rid of your desire? Yes, any thought on this?
Baba, you had mentioned once that we have binding desires and non-binding desires. So when we
Correct.
just do our work, it needs to be done, then it becomes non-binding.
Correct. So it's so beautiful. She remembers it. It's a binding. Once it's become a binding desire, if I don't get it, my world has fallen. But non-binding one, even if you do not get it, so we had looked at it. Use work for your promotion in the office. Okay. Now, if you are not in spiritual path, if you do not get your promotion, you will be shattered. Because I did everything. Whatever I was asked, I did. I did much more than that. All in the office, 24 hours thinking about the office. I did everything. I gave my life for the office. So this is what I'm getting. I'm upset. But if you are in spiritual path, you do whatever otherwise it is necessary. You did it. You also gave to 100% to your office, thought about it, everything is there, but you did not get his promotion. But it has not affected you mentally. Mentally, you are calm and quiet. So what, even if I don't get it? I did whatever was expected from me. So even if you do not get your promotion, if you can maintain your samatva, sanity, it doesn't disturb you mentally, that means you have won. You have gained. So your yardstick of success, how to measure success, now has changed. The goalpost has changed. Promotion is not now my goal. Maintaining my samatvam, equanimous mind, is the goal. If I can remain in that state, that means I have got a brownie point. Are you getting it? So this has to go. I will do everything, whatever is necessary, the call of duty. If I am playing a role, I have to play it to the best of my ability. Even villains in movies are also getting Oscars. What they are doing is playing it to the perfection. Similarly, whatever roles has been given in the society to me, I will play to the best of my ability. Then I leave it to the audience, to the director, to the producer to decide how we have played. But I am calm whether I get an award or not, because I have given my best. So this is the Kama Krodha Vyuktana. So this is the, let's go back to our verse. Kama Krodha Vyuktanam Yatinam. Yatinam is a seeker who is, he is a monk who was, or sorry, he's not a, he's a seeker who is, you can call a sannyasi, because he's now, he has lost his attachment to things of this world, relationships and events. So he's a yatinam, he's a seeker. And yat etasam means he is the person who has controlled mind. That means mind is now disciplined. Mind is listening because he is now carrying a sattvic mind. So mind is now following whatever he has decided to achieve in life. Not that he is following the mind. When we follow the mind, then we are dragged into samsara. I like this, I don't like this. That means we become a victim of our mind. Mind become the master, I become the servant. But when I have set a goal of spiritual self-realization is my prime goal, and I utilize my mind for that, then mind has to be in the mode of sattvic mind. So that's what he's saying, yata chetasam. So the mind is now listening to him. He has to be in the sattvic mode. He cannot run to the world for things, what he likes, try to avoid what he doesn't like. That is not the main goal in life. The goal in life now is self-realization. I have to contemplate. I have to accept things as they are. Because really they are not there. Because my understanding has come. So my understanding and my goal and my vasanas all has to be work in unison. Goal, my vasanas, and my understanding of life. When it is there, three are in sync, then mind gets into the sattvic mode. I'm now convinced that self-realization is my prime goal in life. So that comes through knowledge. Then what happens? Then I have to overcome my vasanas, which I have carried from the past, the baggage I am carrying, my likes and dislikes. I have to rise above it. Then I have to rise over my sense organs. I have to control my sense organs because they run after sense objects. And why they run? Because they are supported by the mind. A mind which is tamasic or rajasic, it will go for sense objects. So with my understanding, with my control over my sense organs, sama and dama, control over sense organs and mind, and my vasanas, now what has happened? Yat chetasam, he has now disciplined mind, he is a sattvic mind. Then he's saying, Avhito. Avhito means here and now. So he's saying, because there is the concept that you get liberation only when you die, physical body. There is no more birth for you. But we had said there is also a concept of Jivan Mukta. That means here and now you can get liberation, even though you will carry on with your physical body, you are carrying on with the load of your prarabdha, but you are a self-realized person. So avito, here and now, I will have a Jivan Mukta, and when I give up my physical body, then I am a Videha Mukta. There is no more further birth for him. So avito is emphasizing that the concept of Jivan Mukta, that here and now you will be able to get self-realization. Brahma Nirvanam Vartate. Brahma Nirvanam means he is now liberated from this attachment to this world. And why? Because he has now identified himself with the Brahman. Brahma Nirvanam. So once he does that, then what will Vartate Viditatmanam. So he is attained. Vartate means he attains. Then Viditatmana. Viditatmana means his knowledge that he is self-realized. He has now Viditatma. That means he is more than convinced that he has got the self-realization that he is none other than Brahman. There is no separate existence for him. He is not, that body, mind, intellect is an instrument. It is not he. So that knowledge that I am Atman, that I am that Satchit and Ananda Swarupa, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman, then now that knowledge has now gone into each cell, each thought of his mind. Now he's centered on that. And then when he does that, so what will happen? So he is now Vartate Viditatmana. He exists as a self-realized person. Who exists like a self-realized person? Who has got Kama Krodha Vyukta. So if you see, he has now got rid of his attachment to Kama and Krodha, desires and anger. Then Yatinam, he is like a Rusi, Muni. He is focused. He has given up attachments to the things of this world. Then Yata Chetasam, and he has a disciplined mind, a mind which abides by what he wants to achieve in life, a sattvic mind. Abhito, and here and now he gets Brahma Nirvanam. He has attained Brahma Nirvanam, that means he has identified himself with the Brahman. So that person exists as a self-realized person in this earth. So you see, both the 25th verse and 26th verse, Lord is talking about what are the stages one goes through it to get self-realization. So basically, if you look at the 24th verse, what the Lord said, that you do not have to go to the outside world to get happiness. Because in 24th verse he said, Anta Sukhaha. The happiness is inside, not outside. Then antararatma, he roams inside. That means he doesn't feel an urge to go and roam and try to find enjoyment outside the world. He is now finding his happiness inside. Then anta jyotirevacha, he has found that source of knowledge, source of light or source of Brahman inside him, and he is now enjoying. He has become one with Brahman. So that is in 24th verse. But in 25th verse, then he said, he is sarva bhuta hiterata. He is always for the benefit of others. Khina karmasha is getting rid of all his negative tendencies, traits of his life. Then chinna dvedha, all his dividha. Dividhas means dividhas or doubts have now is gone, resolved. Yatatmanaha, disciplined mind, and then he has got Brahma Nirbana. So that was on 25th verse. On the 26th verse, he said, 26th verse, what the Lord said? He said, he if living a life of a self-realized person, what is this? What he has done, he has developed Vairagya because he is calm and Krodha, he is gone now. Vairagya, and then he has got now self-knowledge. So Vijitatma. Kama Krodha Vyuktanam Yatinam. He is like a monk, he is a seeker, he's a focused seeker. Yata Chetasam, controlled and disciplined mind. Viditatmana, he knows what is self-realization. Brahman Nirvanam, he has now got liberation. And Avito, he here and now. So now he has got this. So what the Lord has done here, in these three verses, 24, 25th and 26th verses, he is talking about the nature of liberation. What is the nature of liberation? That means it is internal. Attachment was there from internal, because that's what my mind was searching for it, fulfillment, happiness, completeness in the things of this world, in the relationships of this world, in the events of this world. Now that has gone. That change inside, inner change has been now done. Switch has changed now. So now what is that? Now we have to have purity of mind. Krina kalmasha. We have to have purity of mind. Then freedom from duality. Chinna dividha. Likes, dislikes, whatever the doubts, everything. Freedom from all the doubts and dualities. Then mastery of mind and senses. Yata chetasam. So one has to have that controlled mind, is sattvic mind. Then freedom from desire and anger. Kama krodha vyuktana. Then compassion, love and compassion. Sarva bhuta hite rataha. Not said, correct? So this is the qualities a seeker has to develop. Then what will have the method? Where you will find anta sukhaha, anta raratmaha, anta jyotirevacha. So he will find inside, and what will the benefit? He will get experiencing Brahma Nirvanam. So he will be one with Brahman. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. So he gets self-realization. So this is what these three verses, beautiful verses, talking about Jnana Yoga, talking about the phala, what is the benefit Brahma Nirvana, and what is the practices you will to do. Control your sense organs, control your mind, get rid of all your doubts, and then calm, krodha, everything, all those negative tendencies, asanas, you get rid of it. Have this knowledge, get self-realization, and enjoy the life in this world. So this is what the Lord has talked about. That means the real happiness is inside. It's not in the things of this world, not in the outside objects. And only way we can get rid of our misery is by realizing who we really are. Because that is the source of bliss. That is the real I. And when we find our real self, then all these miseries associated with our so-called second self is gone. Because this is the imposter. My body, mind, intellect, who is saying ego, is saying I, is an imposter. Because I am not that, my body, mind, intellect. Now, that when I am saying I or Jayanak, I is ego. Ego is part of the intellect. Because mind is consist of mind, intellect, ego, and chitta. So it's part of the bigger mind. I'm not my mind. So that means this I, who is saying I am so and so, is an imposter. He is the I, he is the playing a role. He's not my real I. So all these roles I play in life are like on my real self. It's like the screen, movie screen, on which all these pictures are being played. I'm a father, I'm a mother, I am a sibling, I am son, I am a daughter, I am a professional. I play this, I do that, whatever I am doing it. It's a role I am playing. It's not me. Exactly like it's a movie playing on the screen. Screen is untouched. This is the role you are playing. But what has happened? We have shifted our identity to the contents of our role. Now I am measuring myself how, as a father, I am successful or not. As a professional, I am successful or not. As a whatever role I am playing, I am now doing that. So in the process, what is happening? I have forgotten who I am. I am going for the mirage because this is a role you are playing and it has its own limitations. Because your body, mind, and intellect are limited because it's matter. The outside world, whatever you are interacting with, is also matter. And matter has its own limitations. It has a beginning and end. And it is also continuously undergoing change. Asti, jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, vinasate. 6 types of changes. So how that can give me happiness? It can never. Because happiness is not an inherent quality of this world. It cannot. So only way, there's no second way, only way is shift your identity from this misidentified I to our real I. And we can do it now. It's not like in some day I will get self-realization, then I will become like that. No. It's a gradual, slow process. We have to practice it. Every moment, once we are focused, every moment we have to take, hey, am I now behaving as a BMI I or my real I? Do I need this? Do I need this to get happiness? Do I need to get fulfilled? Do I need this to have it to get me completeness? No, you don't need anything. You are complete by itself. If you are all pervading, you are eternal. So what stands apart from you? Nothing. What you will acquire? Everything is new. Just imagine that dream as a dream character. As a dreamer, whatever the dream world you have created, this is your world. What do you care in that? Everything is there. That's why the dreamer is blissful, unaware of anything, including himself. He cannot also say I. There is no, because even the moment I say I, you have to differentiate with something. But there is no second thing there. So where is the need of even knowing, say I? Like the movie screen, he's just lying. And the dream world he has created. He's bliss, he's in bliss. But who is suffering? The moment he makes himself as a dream character, and he is now walking on the streets in Delhi. Then you have pollution, then you have heat, then you have rain, then you have accidents, leg broken, in the hospital, going through operation, crying. Now the question is, when you dreamt, the dream was made of what? The dream world you have created in your dream, it was made of what?
Mind.
Anybody?
Our own mind.
Your mind is made, but what the material, what it's made of? What is made of? What is made of?
Consciousness.
Awareness. Yes,
Consciousness.
awareness. Yes, awareness or consciousness. That's it. Because there is no clay, there was no plant, there was nothing, correct? It came out of your mind. So it was only of awareness. Now, where in the blessed awareness you got road, you got pollution, you got sound, you get a car, you get a accident, you get operated and you are crying. Where this thing has come? Who has created it? It was only you. Yes or no? You have created. It was made of only awareness. That means whole this clay you are seeing, the road you said, the environment you saw, the heat you saw, the rain you saw, the accident you felt, the operation you went through, the cry you through, and the death, if happens, has also happened. So is it really there? It's not there. Because if it is there, it would have continued. Because what is there in your waking world, when you go to the dream world, where is the waking world? It is gone, correct? Dream world is separate. They're exclusive, mutually exclusive. If you are in dream world, you cannot be in waking world. If you are in waking world, you cannot be in dream world. Similarly, if you are in deep sleep world, you are not in dream world and you are not in waking world. So they are all mutually exclusive. Waking world, dream world, and deep sleep world. But in and through all these three worlds, what is common? What is common?
Awareness.
Awareness. You. Because you were there in the waking world, you were there in the dream world, and you were there in the deep sleep. Because when you got up, you said, I had a deep sleep. So that means, what is the reality? Reality is you. And they are all temporary. Waking world, dream world, and deep sleep world, they come and go. They really doesn't, they do not exist. So that means now whatever world we are perceiving now, correct? Like Delhi, we had an accident in the dream world. Similarly, it may be your dream. Because when you are in the dream world, everything was real. So-called now waking world, this real world which feels so real, it may be a dream of yours. And what is scripture is saying that? It's your world you have created. Now, you can raise a question, okay, my dream was different from Prasant Baba's dreams, Ashok Baba's dream. Understandable. But now when I'm looking at this world, the Burj Khalifa, I can see, Ashok Baba can see, Prasant Baba can see, Anjuma can see. So how can you say it's a dream world, it doesn't exist? Just reverse it. Think deeply. If awareness is the only thing is there, and awareness is now seeing through my eyes, through Prasant Baba's eyes, Ashok Baba's eyes, Anjuma's eyes. Same awareness. So if the same awareness at particular point of time is looking through the so-called glasses, you can say, of the mind, through Ajay Naik and Prasant Baba and Ashok Baba and Anjuma, some similarities may be there. Because it's the same awareness is looking through. Because when we are looking from the world point of view, we think world is real, awareness may be somewhere is there. But what scripture is saying? The reality is awareness only. Are you getting it? Just reverse the thinking. It's difficult, but try to understand, try to think over it. If there was nothing except awareness, and that's a fact, that's what the scripture is saying. There's nothing else other than awareness. Whatever you are seeing, whatever you are experiencing, whatever you are perceiving, that is a mere movie playing on the screen of awareness. Comes, goes. So the more we think about it, then more we'll be convinced the temporariness of the things of this world and their so-called real nature. That means they are just mirage. They're not there. How they can fulfill me? How they can make me complete? Nothing. I am complete by myself. I am bliss in myself. Antaratmaha. Antasukhaha. So beautiful our Upanishad teachers. This philosophy is so subtle, so elevating, so beautiful. One cannot think of anything better than this. And so rich. So this is what you are. And then why, like beggars, we are begging, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. Okay. Thank you. So only 2 more verses. So, so we finished 26th, correct? 27th, 28th, 29th. So they are on meditation. So next class we may be. Anything? Anybody wants to share something, or you have any questions?
I heard a very beautiful thing, Baba, that
Yes.
once we are aware of the screen, then we get to enjoy the movie even more. So we are not just seeing the screen, but the entire movie.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
just enjoy it like a child. You enjoy it. Child likes balloon. He plays with the balloon. So it's not like that. You will not play with the balloon. Another reason, because you may not be there, because I am a grandparent, so I know. So you love grandchildren because there's no responsibility. So whatever they do, good, bad, ugly, whatever, you enjoy. That is what the world is. And that's what one will enjoy once we know.
Baba, there's been a big shift from chapter 2 to this chapter.
No, ma, it is same.
No, Baba, earlier
Huh?
it was always streets of Bangalore. Today it is streets of Delhi.
Oh.
You shifted geographically also.
No, I thought you will always say why Baba.
Yeah, I used to think, why Bangalore?
No, because yeah, it is just see, because that's way you will understand, because the whole world is not there. Actually, it's not there. It's not there. And we have created castles, and we want to put bricks, we want to do the plaster, we want to put flowers, and to make it beautiful. It's not there. Where on earth this thing was there? Because it is in your dream.
Baba, can we say this way also that the awareness that you mentioned is Brahman, and whatever is all happening is all Maya?
Yeah, that's exactly the same. Whatever is happening is Maya.
And that has come only from that awareness, because coming from Brahman only, as you say, Baba.
It appears. It's not even come out. It appears like, when you see the mirage. The mirage has it is created or whatever, it will go away. It just appears. That's it. The more you go it and you find it is not there. It's like that. It appears so. Even Brahman cannot create also, because he's that
But the potency to
Lord
that
Narayan
potency
sleeping, there. It's like
on
that.
the Shaya, yeah. But that
Brahman,
potency of creation also has come from Brahman only, no? From awareness only.
that is what we are saying, that power to create and the creation both are Maya. Both. The creation and the power to create. Both are Maya. So that means what they are saying, even that creation is not of Brahman. In its presence it happens. In the presence of the sun, the lotus flower opens up. So is the sun is the cause? That's what the question is. Are you getting it?
Yeah, Baba.
So
But
in his
without sun, it will
presence,
not happen.
it is just happens.
Yeah, but without
And
sun, it would not have happened. Yeah.
it couldn't have happened. And then we can always say, okay, but some stage it would have happened when this creation came. Our scripture is very beautiful. It said it is not linear. There is no beginning.
Mm.
It is a linear. It comes out, stays for, then dissolves. Then comes out, dissolves. If something is coming out and dissolving, that means it needs something base. What is that base? Base is Brahman. So, how beautifully they have thought over the whole thing. Our creation is not linear. Our creation is cyclic. So when is the beginning? No beginning. Like we say, no? How? When it all began? That means when ignorance. Because the creation is ignorance. Because you were not aware of it, you were thinking that this is a creation, this is a reality. That means you are ignorant. When you are asking when the creation started, that means you are indirectly asking when your ignorance started. And when your ignorance started, the same question we asked, do you know French? Deepak Baba? Deepak Baba says no. So from when you don't know French?
No
You
date.
can say, okay, from my date of birth. No, we'll say, okay, so that means you are saying in your last birth you knew French. So you can know, I don't know. So that means all ignorance is also anadi. There is no beginning.
Mm.
The creation has no beginning. Not only that, there is another also problem. Now the question is, if ignorance led to creation, okay, so before creation, ignorance was there. So where was ignorance? What was the locus of ignorance? Now you will go back.
It was
When?
hiding.
Huh?
It was hiding in.
There are two schools of Advaita Vedanta. That is one called Bhamati school. Another is Sureshwaracharya's what is that school? I'm forgetting. There are two schools. So one school is saying that it was in Jiva. The another saying, how can it be Jiva? The creation, if a Jiva is means a part of the creation. So your ignorance has to precede. So Bhamati school said, okay, it has to precede. That means ignorance is in Brahman. When Adi Shankara didn't answer this, so when it was asked, where is the locus of ignorance? He said, when your house is on fire, so first, put out the fire. Why you were concerned about when the fire started? So he dismissed this question. But his two great disciples, Mandan Mishra, who he governed the Bhamati school, and then Sureshwaracharya is that is called another school. I'm forgetting. So they differed in their interpretation. They said on this locus of ignorance, where is the locus of ignorance? Where it was. So that's why somebody asked Vivekananda, Baba, can you just explain to me Maya? So Vivekananda said, ask me anything, but don't ask me anything on Maya. Maya is so difficult to explain. And that is the weak point of Advaita. Then this disciple told Vivekananda, he said, Baba, if I ask you and you will not be able to explain, do you think anybody else will be able to explain? So, and then when both were saying, and Vivekananda was explaining, and both of them went into a state of Samadhi. So when both were there, and they some world they were there together. So this fellow, he used the word called tumi. Tumi and up. Up means to a person who is of higher to you. You know, you said up. And for a friend, you said tumi. So in there, he told Vivekananda, so tumi jo bole ठीक छे, means there is no world, there is nothing. The moment he said tumi, then suddenly he snapped. He came back to his waking state. Then he said, oh, that was Maya. Vivekananda said, oh, you saw it. So you can imagine. So there is a beautiful story is there in that. Maya is difficult to understand, even to explain also.
Well, this is something that was, recurringly coming up in my mind.
Mhm.
Both Yogananda and Ramakrishna, they would cry for the mother. They would yearn for the mother. And it always used to bother me. Why are they yearning for the mother? Mother is Maya. Why are they yearning for a vision of Maya? Don't they want a vision of
See, sometimes this Brahman, because you are also Brahman, a form of the Brahman. So what has happened for me, I have a body, mind, intellect of Ajay along with my karma phalas. So I feel myself limited because my karma phalas and all. And what is Isvara? Isvara is the whole Brahman plus the whole creation. So when you are talking about the god or a goddess, then what you are saying, not only the Brahman, so that is appearance is also the creation. So the Brahman plus the creation is God. Are you getting it? If you are saying Brahman, then what you are doing it, okay, I am accepting this creation as an appearance. But my focus remains on Brahman only. But here, because they are that, Sarva Bhuta Hite Rata, the entire creation. So now what is it? They are looking, when you are looking at the Lord, you are looking at Brahman plus the whole creation. So everything you are taking, and everything is Brahman, ultimately. But here, you have a sense of completeness also, in the sense that you are taking Brahman plus the whole creation. You are not separating it out. Of course, that is at a different level.
Nirguna and Saguna? That's the...
Yeah, correct. So there is only form. So it is Devi or God or Guru. But if you enter Yogananda's, Yoganandaji was more focused on Guru, but then he was more on Brahman focused because, and also because which God or Guru he was so attached? Nothing. If you look at it, the exam papers when you got, who got it for him?
Guru.
He thought it's Guru. For Ramakrishna is just Devi. So it is different for different people.
And if I may ask another thing I struggle with is there is merit to isolation. There is merit to sannyas. Because when you are in Grihas and you're not established, that example of we must protect the sapling. It is a very, when, of course, in modern times, we live in Dubai, the stimulus is so much that the duration of forgetting who you really are and the time that, before you remember again. For example, I'll be more specific. Practice is going very well. Knowledge is also deepening. One is able to bring back into one's awareness who you really are. And then you have a social gathering. And then you realize, okay, when I'm in isolation, the frequency of coming back is high. In a social gathering, when there is so much stimuli, the duration increases and the forgetting also increases. Because you're inundated with sounds, music, people, interaction, self-consciousness, all of that. So there is merit in sannyas over rest path for self-realization.
Yeah, the process may help. But see, now our identification of our body, mind, intellect, even whatever happens, whether it's an accident, I am on the deathbed, or I am in the peak of happiness, bliss, or enjoyment, or whatever, pleasure. I never forget I am Ajay, correct? It's well entrenched. If this can be there, and if I am self-realized, why I cannot be similarly well entrenched in that I am Satchidananda? Possibility is there or no?
Very much there.
So in between this can happen. We can oscillate. Because that means I'm not like rightly you put it, it's like a sapling. You're trying to now get out of it, so you need that, barbed wire around. So that is provided by scriptures, that's provided by your guru, that is provided by your satsang. But if you take to sannyas, yes, that is also there. But then sannyas, you have to be mentally also, when you take sannyas, because you do not have a responsibility, but there can be a fear of vacuum. I'm missing somebody to say it is he or she is mine, or he or she comes back, he said, you are mine. That creates a, vacuum. Just imagine. Because we are in a family, we don't realize. Just imagine, you are there, you are sick, nobody's there to say even, hello, to bring a cup of tea or, hot
Yes.
water. We feel,
And
correct?
Baba, it is
We
also
have to
one-way
have,
street, no? It is one-way street. There is no turning back from
you're turning back, but
sannyas.
you have to be mature enough to go where there is no loneliness. So we enjoy that, fasting, and then saying deprived of food. Fasting is in positive sense. Deprived means you are feeling always hungry. So similarly, that's why in Bhagavad Gita, Lord is saying, I will prefer a grihastha than to a sannyasi. Why is saying? Of course, this is because he was talking to Arjuna. Definitely, he will say is grihastha. Because one has to have gained that certain qualities to be able to get into sannyas. Some base requirements of recognition, hello, or something like that. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's correct.
emotional maturity is also very, very important.
Important,
Baba. Yeah.
absolutely. Staying alone is, you require a lot of things. Okay, anything else? Otherwise, we'll call it a day. Okay, let's close our eyes. Let's keep our spine straight. Observe each inhalation and exhalation. Calm our mind. Let us recognize I am that existence, awareness, Brahman or Atman, which is all pervading, eternal, non-changing. It is akarta and abhokta. This whole world is a drama. Let us perceive it and enjoy it. You can stay out of the drama and enjoy it. If you want to jump into it, to enjoy the fun and frolic, let us remember at all times, I am that existence, awareness, Atman. The whole creation is in my awareness. There is no second thing besides me. Let us live with this knowledge. And dismiss our imposter body, mind, intellect, I. Let us offer our love and gratitude to gods and gurus and scriptures. Let there be world peace and harmony. Let everybody live in good health, peaceful mind, and blissful existence. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Santi Santi Santi. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you. I bow to you.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Thank you, Baba. Baba, this will be the last Gita class before the retreat, na?
Oh, this is the last one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the 7th? One
Yeah,
more.
one
will
more
be-
week. One more week is there.
One more.
You-
We'll
you
finish
may-
this. 2-3 verses are there.
There may be some work or something come at that time, next Saturday.
You are coming, no?
Baba, next Saturday we will keep blank, Baba. Some work and other connecting things will be there, Baba.
Will be there. We'll see. It's okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Sure, Baba.
Sure. Okay, ma'am. Santosh Baba, you are going to the hotel today?
Yeah, Baba. In the afternoon, you're going.
Oh, okay.
Already spoken to them. So the director will be there, and the chef is going to be there. All the coordinators are going to be there as well. So we've got list of items. We already told them that to have the answers ready for whatever we have asked for it. So said yes.
But send the message to all the volunteers to be there
Yeah,
tomorrow.
already
Just
done.
Let's see. Deepak Baba, how is your preparation going? Deepak
Baba,
Baba, yeah, they're a very good team.
Baba, all masters grace, Baba. All happening by masters only. And whatever finally happens is all their will. We will plan something, it will happen something else, Baba.
Correct.
Yeah.
How is Anuji's health? Is okay?
Yeah, improving, Baba.
Acha.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure, Baba. Thank you, Baba.